to sit down and sit with me for this message because I really feel like forces do not want you to hear this. Things are about to start popping off for you. When I talk about whatever you do, it's gonna pop off. You got death. Like, you need to prepare yourself for the change that is about to sweep through your life and elevate everything that it touches. You are about to be looking more unrecognizable to people than you already are. I'm getting like, at this time right now, I don't know if it's because of the Mercury thing, but people that used to know you are fixated on you right now and where you're headed. It's like blood in the water with sharks, except it's more like bottom feeders waiting for the scraps to fall down. Like, they can tell you're about to eat. So let's get into this reading because you already know what time it is, you know? Oof. There's so, okay, we're gonna start. Let's start here. This represents the spot that people who are viewing you doing what you're doing right now, to the outside, it looks almost nonsensical. They can't understand how point A gets you to point B, even though from your perspective, it's just a straight line, right? But from the outside looking in, things are distorted here. And it's funny because I'm just getting, like, from the vantage point of these people energetically, they see your vibration rising level by level by level, and they're just looking. And I feel like before, people were desperately trying to like pull you back, but now you've literally got people just waiting for you to drop scraps. I know that may sound a bit harsh, but that's how this is coming across. Like, you have people that once doubted you, ridiculed you at times, mocked you even, now feeding off of your scraps. Just let that sink in for a minute. Let that sink in. Spirit is telling you this for a reason. It's not to hype your head up, but it's to let you know your station and where you're at and just how far you've grown. The work you put in with this Eight of Pentacles here is nothing short but of chef's kiss, of like a bravo. Like, you know who you are. You're really kind of transcending the version of yourself that accepted other people's opinions without first validating if you even agree with it in the first place. You know, I feel like that it's more than just a frontal lobe developing type of moment. It's more of like a whole full circle realization that you were playing a game you never had to play, and that honestly, if you wanted to win, you could have. But because of the type of person that you are, you're not interested in games. And I feel like you only have an interest for what is real. You know, like, you're not that person who is going to stay in a spot because it's familiar if it's not conducive to your growth. We have the magician here. The magician is that one that pulls a rabbit not even out of their hat, out of their fucking ass. And this is how, again, confirming back to the Seven of Cups, how it looks from the outside in. Like, you're doing straight magic, like you're doing something that you shouldn't be doing, like you're having access to realms, information, energies that they simply do not. You know, and this is part of what makes you unrecognizable. People feel like you're a master. It's like, it's the way that you move through life. It's the way that you conquer obstacles. It's the way that you remain soft while still having a sword to defend yourself with, and protecting your right to enjoy things and to be happy. And you're able to put up this fight without having it stain your conscience, because there's something very authentic about your self-defense. There's something incredibly real when you get fed up, to the point where I feel like it resonates with the divine. Like, you know, like anger in some cases is right, in some cases is righteous, and it transcends it transcends wrath into what do you call that? Righteous anger, yeah. And this righteous anger is the energy that some people are desperately afraid of tapping into, but I feel like you freely allowed yourself to get fed up, and that fed up became a rocket fuel for you. You know, it's like almost like spirit let you fall all the way because you could get back up and you can blast all the way off. And that's what this is about. You're blasting off, you are popping off in ways that were never foretold. You know how a volcano can remain dormant for thousands of years before it finally blows its top? And in this case, like, yes, like the eruption could talk about you getting fed up, but it's also like you unleashing all of that potential talent and unseen, unexpressed genius that you have in your life. And this also contributes to that distorted view of like, how are you using this information to get from here to here? Where are you getting this stuff from? Or what are you doing? What are you doing? And that's what people find themselves kind of racking their minds about you. And again, people that used to know you, who thought they knew you inside and out, who now know that they had no clue, that they really weren't in there like they thought they were. Whatever tea they spilled about you, whatever secrets they thought that you told them in confidence, were nothing compared to the sacred relationship you had with yourself that was not known at the time. You know, I feel like you're full of surprises and you keep on surprising these people, and you've got something coming for you. You're gonna have to get used to it. You're gonna have to adjust once this change really starts taking a hold in your life. Like, I'm talking about lifted up, supported, your needs met, your wants met. You're going to not really be in a spot to where much is out of your reach. And this is something that you need to prepare for, because it's not like this is sudden for you. This is something that has been a slow burn, that you were gonna reach this place. You were always, right? But the matter of time it took was always up to you. And I feel like that you didn't really take a fast route. I feel like you've been slow and steady, but you've been on an incline. It's an undeniable climb. And it is something that, in the slowness of it, Spirit wants you to prepare yourself for speeding up. Oh, hold on. The Fool and the Devil. You're about to blast the fuck off. Why? The Devil is about being bound. I'm getting like how a ship is strapped, or like, you know what I mean? Like, there's kind of like ropes on all side of something to keep it down, and then right before you're about to launch, or like you start cutting the freaking straps, and then at the edge of like oblivion, whatever, you leap, and instead, or like you leap or you get pushed in the water, right? Either one, either metaphor works, to be honest. Um, but we're going with leap, okay? You get thrown off a cliff and you sprout not wings but rocket engines, and you blast the hell off, because the things that were binding you were placed there to bind you until you were ready, fueled, and prepared to blast off. A seatbelt, not a restraint, not handcuffs, but a seatbelt, right? Oh my God, not even a seatbelt, but basically something to keep you tied down until you were ready. Like, let's go. You know, look, we got temperance. Temperance always gives me fuel, because it's about taking one thing, transmuting it into another. So, what are we taking here? What is the devil here? The devil is binds. What is the transmutation of a bind, of a chain? It's a springboard in a way. It's like you turn something that binds you into something that propels you, proving and confirming, thank you, Spirit, that you were never being held down for anything other than your own good. If y'all are enjoying this reading so far, don't be afraid to hit that like, subscribe, turn on the bell notification. It helps. And remember, this is my only channel on YouTube. I post on TikTok sometimes, right? But I only have one account on there too. There's a lot of scammers. There's a lot of impersonators. I will never DM you first or ask if you want a reading. You already know. If you want a reading, they're available in my website. Links in the description. We got Judgment on the bottom. I almost didn't see that. Judgment in the Eight of Cups. This is giving me that you can walk away from whatever you need to walk away from, and pivot from whatever you need to pivot from. And because you always stick the landing, the judges are holding up tens for you, meaning you do things right. You do things right. You do things good. Like you do things that other people want to do too. You know, I feel like you're a beacon of light. You're a beacon of hope too. There's something about you where you felt small, but now you're a giant. You're a giant. You don't act like one. You don't feel like you're one, but I'm here to tell you that you are. Yeah, look, the Empress. You're sitting back. You are waiting for this. You subconsciously know this is about to happen and pop off for you. You've been planting seeds. You're not just tweedledee tweedledum over there. You know what you're doing, right? It's just a more passive role almost. Like you're focused on the here and now, and it's giving me your spirit is helping you lay and plant seeds. And while you're sitting back here, kind of like, I don't know, just recharging a state of being until it's ready for you to, I don't know why, put belt to ass, right? Until it's time for you to really get up and start popping off. You always know. Yeah, this is giving me getting like in a state of conservation until you know it's time to spend that energy. And I feel like every time this happens, you take a astronomical leap up these timelines. You climb them like a pro. You climb the look, and we're ending with this Six of Wands. I love that. This is giving me this. It's gonna be visible. You're visible. You're going to be more visible than you ever have been, and that's what you need to prepare for. That's why you've been having these tests thrown at you. The test of thick skin, right? You know people have been trying to get on your nerves. You know people have been trying to throw you off. You know people have been throwing shit at you, negative energy, whatever it is. All is in the plan of you moving along your path. And as long as you handle your obstacles correctly, these things are to build you. They're throwing building materials. They think they're not. They think they're throwing rocks and hiding their hands, but it's like you've got, I don't know, you're catching them. They're giving away valuable items. They're not even aware, right? And you keep catching them. So look, Spirit wants you to keep going. Spirit wants you to not pay any mind to doubt right now, especially doubt from your own mind, because I feel like that you are your own final frontier in a way, and that it's always been the only thing that could really hold you back is you. So Spirit wants you to stay vigilant. It's not that you have to worry about others, it's that you have to worry about not letting yourself fall into an old way of thinking, especially when it comes to people from your past, right? And I think that's why this is coming up. You don't need to run back to anywhere. You, if the road is rocky before you, okay, you have shoes. Like, don't get your panties in a twist. All right, keep it pushing and keep it going because you're literally about to strike gold. Don't let them distract you, right? All right, but that's what I got from y'all today. I always love talking to y'all. Love all of y'all. But yeah, I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye.